something that's like has an established formula. And I realized that we tend to shit on that a lot because of Call of Duty and Assassin's Creed and a few of these other games. So my proposition for this topic on this episode is that always a bad thing?
Right. No.
No.
It's not
Short
always
answer.
a bad thing. Short answer, but like, I don't know. It becomes a bad thing when I don't know. There's a lot of games that have sequels where the sequels are very similar, and it's it's a lot of the same stuff, but they still have a reason for you to purchase the new one. Like there's still something there,
right?
To
I think
make
of
it
Zelda.
Exciting.
Mostly
yeah, Zelda's a really good example.
Because all of the Zelda games usually have some kind of shtick or new mechanic or something like that about them.
Right.
And that's why, even though if you look at it critically, yes, all of the Zelda games are very similar.
Sure.
There's enough difference and deviation in all of them, I think, personally, to warrant all of them existing.
Yeah, I mean, on the surface, it's solve puzzles and dungeons, get the item, move on to the next dungeon, solve the puzzles, get the item, move on to the next dungeon, save the princess, save the world. Like, that's
every Zelda game,
right there. But like you said, each new iteration does offer something to go along with that formula to kind of differentiate it from the
and to keep it fresh, basically.
Yeah, exactly. For example, in Link to the Past, you had the Light World, Dark World thing going on. Obviously in Ocarina of Time, you have the time traveling, and also it's in 3D. Like, that was its big thing. There's always something, and sometimes it works great, sometimes it kind of is mediocre. Skyward Sword.
Oh man.
It's and the latest Zelda, they're talking about it being open world and stuff, and that'll be its exciting new thing, is that it's actually you can argue that the first one was an open world as well, but this will be more of like a modern open world take, I guess, on a Zelda game, which is very exciting for me. I can't wait.
I'm excited to see if they pull it off. I'm sure they will. I think that
I don't know. I mean,
I'm still skeptical, but
I'm hoping that they'll pull it off for sure.
I still think that it was something along the lines of, because that game's basically was canned and scrapped from the sounds of it. They were being polite by saying, hey, we recognize that as we were developing this, there were some new ideas that came up, and,
right?
But
which
underneath
is
the
to completely redo the entire game.
For underneath.
They're probably still using the same engine, but they probably are redoing probably is what it seems like. So, good. I'm glad that they recognize that they probably had not a great game and decided to more or less scrap it. That's good. That is a good thing. I still owe you a copy, and I gladly will buy it for you for there to be a better game.
Right. So I'm curious then. I want to bring this up. So why do you think that all of these games continue to keep selling? Like every single year, like Call of Duty, that formula to me hasn't changed much at all.
Yeah, the thing that they're adding with Call of Duty is like new weapons that look cool.
Well, and they added in shit from Titanfall with all the parkour and things like that.
Oh, in the newest one?
In the newest
Warfare, whatever.
Advanced Warfare. Something, yeah. When I saw the gameplay footage for that, I was like, that looks like Titanfall without the robots.
Right.
Which is one thing I loved about Titanfall, was getting that big fucking robot running around.
Sure.
But it's in like Assassin's Creed, which they're finally taking a year off from Assassin's Creed. I imagine it's because they're going to do Watch Dogs 2 or something like that.
Sure, right.
I think it's just like people just get tired of the same stuff all the time, but there's still those series out there.
Well, like, look at a very good example of like a series that has not changed very much, but still sells like crazy somehow. is Mario.
Mhm.
I mean, it hasn't changed that much.
The 2D ones haven't changed much.
That's what I'm saying. The 2D
Okay,
or
yeah.
even 2.5D with like the new Super Mario Bros. Like
Yeah.
when the new Super Mario Bros. First came out with the 2.5D thing, it sold really well and it was exciting because like at that point all you had were like 3D Mario games, and so it was a cool return to form while still being modern, and it looked really nice. And you know, you've said it looks kind of bubbly, you know, which is goofy, you know, and like, but like it's it's the formula really hasn't changed much though.
No.
Like so here's the formula for Mario. Like, all right, we're gonna make another Mario game. What's a crazy wacky item we can think of to, you know, add the, you know, is it a hat with a propeller on it to make you jump super high and then float down, you know, softly? Well, that's just the fucking leaf from Mario 3, and that's just the feather from Super Mario World. It's just a hat this time. Like, that's a series, and like I'm part of the problem. Like it hasn't changed all that much yet. Like I would say that it's changed less than Call of Duty games have, yet it still sells really well, and I can't get enough of it. Like I don't know why. Those games are definitely stagnant.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they definitely did try different things, and it's interesting to me. I think the first game I can think of that really absolutely took the formula of an established franchise and threw it on its head